Hi guys, this is Bailey from Iceboxauto. Just showing off a Suzuki Swift radio that we've done today. Fits the 2011 to 17 Suzuki Swift, I believe. So it fits a couple of them pretty much. This is a Style 3 system. It's the Style 3 HV, I believe, which is the 8-core system with 4GB of RAM and then 64GB of storage, which is about bang average for the market. That's what you want to aim for if you're going to buy a system. So this is about as decent as you want the system to be, pretty much. Now I've paired my phone up to it for CarPlay and Android Auto. I've got an Android phone, so it's Android. Steering wheel controls work. I'm just showing them off now. Skip forward and backwards also work for music. So if I press CarLink down here, which is the application that gets you to your CarPlay or your Android Auto, I've already paired my phone up to it, but it's quite simple to pair up. You just need to connect via Bluetooth. At the moment, the internet here isn't really not very good, so I've only got about 1 bar, but obviously your maps and stuff will all work. So you've got my Google Maps there on the left. You've got Waze and stuff. If you want Waze to show up, shows up here. Going across. You've got Spotify there. It's just my phone on the screen. You can't really go wrong with it. All your calls and stuff will come through it, and you don't even have to press the screen to do anything. You can just say, "Okay, Google, navigate to Anfield Stadium."
Okay,
There we go.
let's go.
Yeah, perfect. So it's probably a bit quicker when you've got a bit better internet, but you just press go now, and then there you go. You got maps going. Good stuff, and then your music kicks back in. There we go. So I'll close that anyway. So here you've got that's just your FM radio. So that's all that is. If you want to tune it in, I believe you'd press that for a second, and then press it again. Yeah, there we go. So it tunes in your local station. So I've stopped it there. Double press there. There we go. So that'll just tune in over time. I think RDS is available. Yeah, RDS is on. So obviously if they've got station names, it'll come up. And then to save a station, you just tap and hold a box down here. So it'll find 96.7 there. And then if I wanted to save it, I'd just tap and hold one of these boxes and it'll save it to there. So obviously it's good for if you don't travel too far. It means you can keep the same set of stations, and obviously you can tune it in manually as well if you want to do that, which depends on if you know the station numbers, to be honest. Okay, so going back, this will probably start playing music once it's finished searching, so I'll lower that down. Bluetooth music is just if you've got files on a pen drive. Generally we install the USBs into the glove box, so if you tap there and tap here, you've got favourites. If you want to favourite stuff, it always comes with Dolly Mares built into it, but internal storage is ones that are built into the system, whereas it'll show up like USB 1 here if obviously you've got a pen drive plugged in with songs or films on. Same thing for video. File manager, just a file manager. If you want to move files from one device to another, you can do. So these are all the system's internal files. So you've got photos, audio, these are all just sound bites and stuff. Video, there to test. And yeah, if you plug a pen drive in, shows up there. Gallery, same thing as music, but for photos. Video player, same again. Settings, there's absolutely tons of them. Oh, what have I done there? Oh, I think I accidentally double pressed it maybe. So yeah, you've got internet settings, device settings, general settings. You've got factory, which is 3368. That gets you into all of these. Original car agreement are settings that mess with how the car works. Car model, they're your CAN bus settings, so they need to be set correctly for the steering wheel controls to work. On this one, it looks like they're set for a Ford F-150, which is bizarre, but it works, so it doesn't mess with the car or anything. Sometimes you find ones that'll just work anyway. Boot screen logo. A bunch of stuff, to be honest. Let's just go through and you can have a look. User, these are generally like account settings for when you actually sign into the system. It's got it's an Android unit, so it runs off Google pretty much. So you can, if I press account here, you can add an account to it, generally a Google account, and then that'll sign you in on everything. System, these are just obviously date and time, accessibility and developer stuff, which you don't really need to worry about. If we press here, we can go to applications. We've got the unit's own app store. Now, if you connect the system to the internet, so if I swipe down here, press Wi-Fi, or if I had the SIM card built into it and press data, hopefully we're close enough. If I press refresh there, yeah, so the system has its own application store, and from this you're able to update things like the campus settings, like the app store itself, possibly the T-Link or the Z-Link application. You can also install themes to the system. There you go, there's CarLink there. Yeah, it's just a case of occasionally you might want to do this. We generally do it when we install the system. We'll connect it to the internet and we'll update everything on it. So all of these apps that need updating, and then the apps on the Google Play Store as well. Equalizer, so it's just an equalizer. So I'll higher this up. You can go a lot louder. You've got presets for the audio. Don't want to play this too long, but yeah, you've got a couple options in terms of sound. Field's always fun. Bass enhancement, sound filter. I don't really know what any of those do, but they're there. Let me just put this back to standard and go back, going across. Google Maps, you've got music. Navi will probably just open one of these two. Operation guide is just like a PDF manual. It's not very good, so don't worry about that. Play Store, that's where you download stuff to it. Vehicle settings, these will probably be some of the car's original information settings. So PSI, yeah, I don't know exactly what any of this does. Sometimes there'll be settings on here that won't do anything. TPMS calibration, stuff like that. So that's worth looking at. YouTube, just installed. Video, just films. And yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. I mean, the majority of people want these for CarPlay or Android Auto, but they can do a lot more than that. Yeah, swipe up to get rid of stuff. Put my map back on. Now, this isn't going to connect because I turned the Wi-Fi on, but as soon as that switches off, my phone will just automatically connect. There we go. Good stuff. That's pretty much it. There's not much else to show you on that, to be honest. I mean, we've done plenty of these before, so yeah, if you've got any questions or you want to get something like this done, just leave a comment or get in touch via any of the links in the description or our email, and yeah, we'll happy to help. Cheers, thank you, bye bye.